Hello, guys. Happy Monday. Today is September 21st. My name is Nicole Stanton if you are new to the group. And this Savvy Social Media group is a community of entrepreneurs, people who are looking to grow their presence, their impact, their income, especially on social media. And I'm so glad to be back. Let me just adjust this. I've got the light in my glasses here. But I was on vacation last week, the first time we've done that in a while. And I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be pouring in you guys. And I've got some really good things for you. So stick around to the end. But as you guys are popping on, please let me know that you are here. I'm sorry, I'm just closing out a couple little tabs here so I can see. But let me know that you're here. And tonight, what we're going to be talking about is why it's so important for you to really get a feel for who your audience is. So if you're on my email list, I mentioned, let me just take these off. I can't see with them. Sorry. I mentioned on my email yesterday, like you either love the Cardi B song, you know which one I'm talking about, right? Or you hate it. And I'm not going to tell you which camp I'm in, but I certainly have feelings. And I feel that there's a lot of that with what's going on. So you look at rap versus Christian music, right? There might be some people that kind of overlap, but periodic, or in most cases, this is a little general assumption here, but if you're a rap lover, you're probably not someone that's like, let me get in the car and listen to Christian music, right? Hi, Gina. Hi, Sima. Hi, Kim, Cynthia, Susan. Good to see you guys on. So one of the other examples I gave in my email was Republican commentary versus Democrat commentary. Someone that's very, go CNN, they are totally, I'm not going to listen to Fox News, and vice versa. I listen to Fox News, I don't listen to CNN, right? Like that you only want to listen to what resonates with you. ESPN versus PBS. If you're watching sports and you love basketball and baseball and all the things, you're not someone who's going to sit down and watch Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood and, Wild Kratts and the PBS Kids stuff. Completely different audiences. So how in the world does this resonate with, different audiences? How does this relate to your business? How does Cardi B relate? How did Democrat versus Republican and ESPN? What are you trying to say here, right? So I want you to consider when you are speaking to your audience. Oh, thank you. It says, I got it in New Mexico. Mamacita needs a margarita. And it is very applicable lately, but I just started my fitness pal and I'm on like 1,200 calories, so that's fun. I'll dream about it instead. Anyways, so what I'm saying is I want you to consider how and why understanding your audience is so key in your business. So you are using social media as a platform to connect. I'm using this Facebook group as a platform to connect with you guys. You're business owners. You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to make more money. You're trying to impact more people, help more people, serve more people, right? If I came in here and I just started talking to you about, I don't know, like the best color to paint your toenails for fall and how to style your hair and things, you're like, what the heck? That's not what we signed up for, right? So my message would fall on deaf ears. It would not resonate. And guess what you guys would do? You would leave the group. You would scroll past. If you see it in your feed, you would say, instead of get all notifications, which get all the notifications, we got lots of good stuff in here, right? But instead of get all notifications or get the highlights, you'd say, I just don't want notifications. I guarantee you guys are in tons of groups, but how that works on Facebook is if you get a notification that says Susie Q posted in XYZ group. You don't click on it, black and red toenails. There we go. See, Brian's telling us the answers, right? But if Susie Q is posting in XYZ group and you don't go click on it, Facebook's like, oh, well, you don't really care that much about that group. So we're going to send you less notifications. And then the next time you get a notification for XYZ group, you don't click on it, you're going to get less notifications. And then at a certain point, like, it's just not there anymore. They're not going to send you notifications because you've said to Facebook, that's not something that resonates with me. That message is not important to me. So if you're building in a Facebook group, if you are building through your timeline, if you're building through a Facebook page, if you're running ads, if you are on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok's kind of up in the air right now. There's been a lot of back and forth stuff over the last 48 hours or so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it. But You need to know where your people are. And it matters because otherwise you're going to take all of this time to create your content and figure out your brand, hone in on your message. And then you're going to put it out there and no one's going to listen. And that means you're not making an impact. You're not getting customers. You're not getting clients. You're not making money. And I'm sorry, but I'm guessing, tell me if I'm wrong, agree, let me know if this is correct. You're on social media for your business because you want to make more money, yeah? So you got to get in front of the right people. So if you were in the last boot camp or if you've taken one of my boot camps in the past, remember the 4 E's. You want to empower people, educate people, entertain people, engage people. I posted last week, I said, which of these 5, I think it was 5, it's kind of a perpetual cycle, right? You need to understand and attract the right audience. You need to really get clear on your message and start getting your message out there. You need to nurture your audience. Then you need to offer and sell and convert it into cash. And then you need to do a really good job performing whatever service or your products need to do a great job so that they continue to come back and so that they bring you referrals, right? It all starts with the audience. If you don't know your audience, what's the point of the rest of it? You can't. So everything that I always do, I always bring it back to you need to know who, where, why. Why are we talking to these people? What do you have to solve? What are the problems or the concerns that you can alleviate for your audience? And why does that matter? Well, because if you don't tell them what you can do to help, they're not going to know. If you go and you say, well, I use social media for my business, but there's not a place for people to know that you have something to offer, how are they going to know, right? So I want you to consider why it's important for you to really get that honed in. And now in the academy, I do a lot of work, and there's a whole module in there about understanding your audience. There's a couple of trainings, some PDFs and documents to kind of work through all of this. And I'm going to tell you more about that in a minute. So I told you guys, stick around. But you need to really get clear. And I'm going to give you another example. So imagine if, and I don't know that this is someone that happens, but I've seen this example multiple times. So let's just roll with it, right? Imagine if you have someone that's selling, I don't know, steaks, door to door. And they come to somebody who is a vegan household. And they go on and on and on about how this is the best, juiciest filet mignon. And oh my God, when you wrap it with bacon, it's so good. And let me just continue to tell you. And you're talking and you're talking. And the person on the other end is like, that's fine and dandy, but I don't eat meat. Your cool message, your cool service, your cool product could be so amazing. But when you're talking to the wrong person, it's like, I don't care. So you've got to figure out where to put that message. Where are your people hanging out? What are their concerns? What are their needs? What are their problems? What's keeping them up at night? How do you get in front of them? What platforms are they on? If you are looking for people that are talking business and are communicating about, I don't know if you can hear my dog. She's moving around and kicking the desk. But, they're communicating about offers and opportunities and jobs and things like that. LinkedIn's a great place. If you're someone that's a photographer, someone that has items like Caitlin Nahas, you got t-shirts, right? Something that you can visually show people a lot of. Instagram's an amazing platform to be on for that. You've got to really hone that in. Okay, here's another example. Think about if you go to a dealership and you're looking for a new car and you're like, I want, I don't know, a red, maybe call it black. I want a black Mercedes. I don't know anything about Mercedes, so I'm just going to say I want a black Mercedes. Maybe you want the car, maybe you want an SUV. I don't know. You want a black Mercedes. And the guy's like, oh, but you know what? I got this 1995 Ford over here. It's awesome. It's got so many miles on it, but it drives amazing. You can take it off-roading, and you can do this, and you can do that. You're like, no, I want a Mercedes. This is what I came for. I want this thing. Whatever he's saying to you is just in one ear, out the other, and you start getting this distaste. Let me say that correctly. So let's bring this full circle here. What are you doing in your messaging? What are you doing in your content? What are you doing on your platform, wherever you choose to be, to make sure you're in front of the people that you want to serve? It takes effort. It takes some real good digging down and figuring it out, and I would love to help. So what I've decided to do, I'm still unclear on the actual date. I think October 19th, I will do another round of the boot camp. I'm making some shifts and some tweaks to it, so it'll be a little bit different. It will not be in this group. It'll be in a separate Facebook group. But when I announce my academy at that point in time and I open the doors then, it will change a little bit. So academy members, you don't know this yet, but I'll share more with you guys in the group and on our Zoom on Wednesday. But it will become a 6-month program because you need time to learn the skills, to get the email marketing down. You need time to get a Facebook group running. You need time to really master selling in your stories and connecting with people and all of these things. And I want to provide that support. So with that being said, it's going to become a 6-month program here in about a month. So if you are interested, and you told me the last round that you were interested in jumping in on the academy, but the timing wasn't right, reach out to me. I will send out an email and I will message a couple of you that I know you said you were interested. But I will reopen it up right now for a 3-month program for you guys. And then you can continue on at a lower payment than what the 6-month payments will be. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to spend some time this week in the academy. So we meet on Wednesdays. We're going to spend time on our Wednesday night Zoom. And I'm going to ask people to really be vulnerable and share more about your academy, or not your academy, share more about your audience. That's the A word I'm looking for. But dig in, because again, going back to that thing I posted last week with like the perpetual cycle, if you don't know your audience, it doesn't matter that your message is great. It doesn't matter that your nurturing is great. It doesn't matter that you can, deliver an amazing product or service if you don't put it in front of the right people. If you're the steak guy talking to the vegan, if you're the person that's asking for the Mercedes and he's talking to you about the Ford, if you're ESPN versus PBS, Cardi B, if someone hears a Cardi B song and they love it, they're going to turn up the radio and they're going to start jamming out. If someone hears a Cardi B song and they do not like it, guess what they're doing? They're switching the station. Your audience matters. Okay, so again, that's going to be the focus this week, over the next couple of weeks, probably a little bit too, in the academy. And like I said, if that's something that you had thought about and it was in your back pocket, you want to revisit it, let me know. I will send out an email, but I will keep that open for the next week. Probably haven't officially decided. So maybe through like next Monday. And then after that, the next time that I open it is going to become a 6-month program, and you can always extend. You can stick around longer. You can hang out with me, and you can, continue to get the coaching and the content creation workshop. Oh my gosh, the one we just did a couple of weeks ago, mind blowing. Renee was telling me, she's like, I've been so busy teaching. It was awesome to have a full month mapped out, stress-free social media. I don't have to worry about it. I know exactly what I need to post, where I need to post. I've got it figured out. I don't have to stress about where I need to show up on social media. So that's part of it as well. So with the 6-month program, you have a lot of options. We'll talk more about that later. But if that's something that you're interested in and the timing just wasn't right, get with me and we'll chat. Okay. So I want you guys to be the steak salesman presenting to the person that loves steak. By the way, Brian, the restaurant you recommended was pretty good. I want you to be, Fox News speaking to Republicans. I want you to be CNN speaking to Democrats. I want you to be the college engineering professor speaking to people that are there to learn engineering, not 8th grade math students like I had. I want you to speak your message to an audience that is ready to go, yes, give me more. Tell me how to solve my problems. Tell me, I didn't even know that was an option, but yes, I want that. I want to buy it. I want to sign up for it. I want what you have, but you can't do that if it's not in front of the right people. Capiche? Does that make sense? All right. Let me know if you found value in this video. Drop hashtag value in the comments. And as always, if you know other entrepreneurs, other service providers, other insurance agents, other photographers, other coaches, other network marketers, other craft people that do all these fun t-shirts and cups and mugs and stuff, anybody who's trying to grow on social media, invite them to join us in the group, guys. We have so much content over in Unit 1. All of my old videos are there. You know that I've been sharing more of the motivational posts. It seems like you guys have really, liked that. So please invite people. Let them know that this is a community where they can come to learn and grow, because I want you guys to serve your audiences. I want you to make more money. I want you to make social media work for you instead of spinning your wheels. And on that note, if you have not commented on Saturday's post, I think I pinned it in the announcements, please do. I want to hear from you guys. I think I asked 3 questions. It was like, where do you feel your social media is right now? In a perfect world, what is social media doing for you? And because of that, what do you get to do? Are you stepping back from your job? Are you having your business kind of sit in the background where you check in 10, 15, 20 hours a week? What is social media doing as a tool for you, for your business, and what do you envision? But also, where are you? Where are you stuck? Because the more you talk to me about what you need, again, audience, the more my audience tells me, Nicole, we need help with this, the more I can say, great, let's talk about that. Because if I'm just pulling topics out of my butt, sorry, but it's what it is, oh, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. If you don't need it, you're not going to pay attention to it. I would rather talk about the things that you guys need help with. Same thing. I want you to do the same thing. And don't be afraid to ask your audience questions. Whether you have a Facebook group, whether you're on a business page or whatever platform you're on, personal timeline, don't be afraid to ask them. What do you want to hear more of from me? What is it that you love that I share? Tell me what you guys like to hear. Tell me what you would love to see more of. Get them talking to you, and then you can serve them more. Okay, so Academy members, I will see you Wednesday night. I'm also going to be messaging each one of you guys here in just a few minutes. If you guys want to jump in, I'm going to open the doors again for about a week while it's still in the 3-month program. Just shoot me a message, let me know, and you guys have a fantastic week. I'm so glad to be back. I had a great time, but slow internet, type 3 Enneagram over here. I'm like, I got to do my things. I got to work. So anyways, all right, you guys have a good night. I will talk to you soon. And let me know, as always, let me know if you need anything and what I can do to help, because I'm here to serve you and help you do better and grow here on social. All right, good night, guys.